Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Petit Coding. Okay, so last time what we did was the emblem date calculator, and we finished the logic for that. And what I want to do now is do Swift UI implementation of this, and we can do both. We can do Swift UI implementation, and we can do UI kit implementation. Let's start with Swift UI implementation, okay? So what I want to do now is create a new project, create a new Xcode project, and I'm going to create a single view app, okay? And my project name will be emblem data. I'm going to say for organization name, whatever you like, and organization identifier, whatever you like. My language is Swift and Swift UI, okay? I'm not gonna select any of this right now. I'll just click next. And yes, I want to create a Git repository on my Mac. I want to create this, okay? And we wait until we create it. So we have a single view app, right? And let's just run it on an iPhone 11. I'm going to run this on an iPhone 11. This is a view that you get here, but okay, let me just run it to iPhone 11 to see if it's working. And after that, you know what we have to do. Until this is loading, we can go to our GitHub account, right? And we can create a new repository, and I'm going to say emblem data app 4. I'm going to say a new one, okay? Emblem data app 4. Yeah, 4 is available. Create repository. I have a repository in Git. Okay, I'm going to copy this URL. I will need that in a minute. Now let's see if are uploaded. So it's launching this emblem data still. It's running still. Yeah, the simulator sometimes is slow, but that's why we use that other Mac OS and our test there to make it work. This view sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, so I don't know if it's so I don't see the hello world here. I should see a hello world. Let me just run it again. So you see, this is the same view as in the simulator. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's right now it's not working in the simulator. Okay, so you see, sometimes things doesn't work as you expect. Okay, so you see it now. You see the hello world here. Okay, so it was taking a little bit of time, and we have the same view here. I don't like this right now because what we're gonna do it won't give us the immediate feedback. Okay, but before we do anything else, you know, we have to do this in source control, right? So that's why I created that repository on GitHub. I'm going to click this second icon here, and here I'm going to right click, and I'm going to put add existing remote. And my location was that URL we already copied from here, and I'm going to put add. Okay? And what I have to do now is push this, right? Origin master, yeah. Origin master, that's fine. And I'm pushing that to my emblem data 4. To see if that actually pushed itself, I can just refresh this page, and you can see now that I have my initial commit with my emblem data, so I have it in source control now. Okay, so let's get started with this. As you saw before, what I wanted to do was a PickerView, right? Okay, so let's do a PickerView. Okay, so it's a picker, not a PickerView, it's a picker, and I have a selection binding. Okay, what is this working is going to bind with a selection, and what we need here is something. Okay, so what I need to do here is add a state private private var emblem index equals 0. Okay. So what this means is that this variable will change while the state of the application changes. Okay, if you you should look at it. So let's go and look at it. Okay, Swift state variable definition. Let's see what it is. The state keyword is a property wrapper, a feature that just introduced in Swift 4.1. Swift UI manages the storage of any property you declare as a state. When the state value changes, the view invalidates its appearance and recomputes the body. Uses a single source for a given view. Okay, so that's what is a state variable. When the state of the application changes, that variable changes within the state of the application. You can, if you have been using React or something like that, you will be very familiar with state variables. If not, just keep coding with me and you'll see. Okay, so my binding here, what we have to do to get that that state variable, we have to put $sign emblem index here. Okay, that's it. And the label, I need to put this text, and I'm going to say emblem here because that's the state of the variable. And the content, I'm just going to press enter, and I can put a text here. And now you can see there's nothing here because we need a view inside this text. Okay, so let me just say let's say fighter. Okay, if we have a fighter, that's fine, right? So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm gonna run it because I have been telling you before that I don't really trust this right now. So I really trust this first, the simulator, and it's still running. And you can see here I have my picker that only has a fighter emblem, right? So remember which was the, so it's a fighter, then this is a support, right? Okay. Then it's a marks. Okay, so now I put a support, right? Now what I have to do is run it again. And since we are having immediate feedback from the simulator, there's no need for TDD. There are some times that we will need UI tests because there are some settings and other variables that will need those tests, but right now we are having immediate feedback. So we're having fighter and we're having support here. You see? Now let's do the next one. And I'm going to put text marksman. I'm going to run this again. And I should get the marksman on my third one. Okay, you see, marksman. Ideally, you will have to do a code and test, but let me just, okay, let me do this one more time with the jungle one, because the next one is jungle. The next one is not jungle. The next one is tank, but let's see if it worked. So this is jungle, but actually this is not jungle. First is tank, right? Okay. I'm going to do this just to show you how you should do this. Right? Like this. Fighter jungle. Let's see if this works. I'm not quite sure it will. That's why I don't trust it so much. And it also takes a very long time, right? Now the other one that I need here is the assassin. And the other one that I need here is the mage. Going to run all this. Okay. We'll wait a little bit, and we have fighter, support, marksman, tank, jungle, assassin, and mage. Okay. Okay. First of all, assassin has 2 S's here, and as you can see, we have now the immediate feedback here, but we cannot see everything. So if you want to see everything and see it in action, you'll have to run the simulator. That's just what you have to do with the UIs. Okay. And it's running. And I have assassin. Okay, I have assassin with 2 S's and mage. Okay, I'm going to commit this. So I'm going to say added PickerView with emblems. Push to remote. Commit 1 file and push. Okay. As you can see right now, the view is not the same as as we imagined before, as I showed you before, but we're gonna fix that in the next video. Also, what I wanted to tell you is that we could have the programmers could have been working in parallel, right? Because right now we have fighter, support, marksman, tank, jungle, assassin, mage, and I don't need that other code. So this is so exciting. We could have been working in parallel, so one person can be focusing on the UI, and the other person could have been focusing on using that module, and we'll integrate that soon enough when we have this view already created. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Also, click that bell notification to so you get notified every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.